Termination of professional relationships. Respect the client's rights to terminate the contract or relationship. Encourage the termination of sessions if it is beneficial to the client. Continue to respect the guidelines beyond the termination of the relationship or contract, for example. 1. Confidentiality. 2. Responsibility of record keeping. 3. Avoiding conflicts of interest and exploitation. Professional conduct. Reputation. All your work must reflect positively and respectfully on the profession of coaching and mentoring. Respect the diversity of roles within the definition of coaching and mentoring. Equality and diversity. Respect and abide by your relevant body's guidelines and values. Raise your awareness of diversity and discrimination with a view to never knowingly practicing discriminatory behavior. Take an inclusive approach at all times. Be mindful of unconscious bias. Monitor your language, oral and written, for discrimination. Develop your self-awareness regarding equality and diversity. Breaching professional conduct. Any breaches may result in loss of accreditation. Details of breaches will be shared between bodies. Ensure no false statements or qualifications are submitted. Members may challenge one another vis-à-vis upholding this code. Legal and statutory duties. Stay abreast of regulations specific to the country you work in. Maintain excellent records, in keeping with confidentiality laws. Obtain the professional indemnity insurance relevant to the country. Excellent practice. Ability to perform. Obtain all the necessary qualifications and certification. Operate within your remit. Defer to more qualified practitioners when necessary. Be physically capable of practicing as a coach or mentor. Ongoing supervision. Engage in self-reflexive assessment and training. Engage in supervision by a suitably qualified senior. Any other relationship with the supervisor should not affect the supervision. Be honest in supervision regarding conflict of interest or professionally ethical doubts and problems. Continuing professional development and reflection. Review your coaching practice often with a view to professional development. Participate in the relevant training to enhance and maintain skill set. Contribute any research or writing that may aid the profession. Maintain self-reflexive feedback to ensure the quality of work. International Coaching Federation, ICF, Standards of Ethical Conduct. The ICF body also sets out clear guidelines for practicing coaches. As another internationally accredited body, it is worth comparing and contrasting the ethical standards. General professional conduct. Working to reflect positively on the profession. Making no false statements about the profession. Respecting the various approaches to the practice. Not plagiarizing the work of others. Being aware of the personal repercussions on clients of malpractice. Self-reflection on issues that may interfere with practice in order to optimize work. terminating any relationship that has been affected irreparably by personal issues. Conducting oneself at all times within the guidelines. Conducting research in a professional and competent way with all the relevant consents and permissions. Creation, maintenance, and erasure of any pertinent client documents within the bounds of the law. Use of IFC contact information only when pertinent to work connected to and authorized by the IFC. Professional conduct with clients. Setting boundaries governing physical interactions. Not involving oneself in sexual relations with clients. Setting professional agreements and sticking to them. Setting out and informing of the relevant terms and conditions. Representing qualifications honestly. Not misleading clients as to the value of coaching. Not giving knowingly misleading guidance. Respecting clients' rights to termination. Referring to different coaches or resources or professionals when beneficial to the client. Notifying the authorities of any intent to harm themselves or others disclosed by the client. Confidentiality and privacy. Respecting client confidentiality within the bounds of the law. Obtaining consent to release any of their information in a professional capacity. Seeking to avoid conflicts of interest. Disclosure and discussion of conflicts of interest with the client. Disclosure to the client of any third-party contracts obtained by referral of that client. Only lobbying for further business when it does not jeopardize the client relationship. Pledge of ethics. The IFC also considers an official pledge of ethics mandatory. This takes the form of a formal first-person declaration of intent to adhere to the aforementioned guidelines. It contains the understanding that any violation may result in loss of accreditation and of ICF credibility.